Breaking free from the NPC mindset. Welcome to a journey that could change the way you see your life. If you've ever felt stuck in a routine, like you're just going through the motions, or even questioned whether you're living life for yourself or someone else, this video is for you. Today, we're diving deep into something called the NPC mindset. What it is, how it shows up in your daily life, and most importantly, how to break free from it. Before we begin, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like your life is on autopilot? Maybe you wake up, go to work, come home, scroll through social media, and then repeat it all the next day. If that sounds familiar, you might be living in what we call NPC mode. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what's happening and the tools to start taking control of your life. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the NPC mindset? The term NPC originates from video games. In these games, NPC stands for non-playable character. These characters are programmed to perform specific roles. They might be the shopkeeper you buy from, the guard who blocks a path, or the villager who says the same line over and over again. They don't make their own decisions, they simply follow a script. Now, imagine that concept applied to real life. The NPC mindset describes people who are living reactively, not proactively. They follow societal scripts, let external influences dictate their choices, and rarely, if ever, take control of their own narrative. They live by default, not design. This isn't about blaming anyone or feeling ashamed. It's about recognizing patterns that so many of us fall into and realizing that we can break out of them. Let's talk about some signs that you might be living in NPC mode. Here are 5 common traits. A lack of personal goals. Do you ever feel like you're drifting through life, unsure of what you truly want? You might be following a path someone else laid out for you, maybe your parents, society, or even your workplace. Instead of pursuing your own dreams, you're just checking off boxes on someone else's list. People-pleasing behavior. This one's huge. If you're constantly putting others' needs and opinions above your own, you're probably operating in NPC mode. Seeking validation from others can become a never-ending cycle that keeps you from focusing on what you want. 3. Passivity. Are you waiting for opportunities to come to you? People in NPC mode let life happen to them instead of actively shaping their path. They're reactive, not proactive. This can lead to missed opportunities and a sense of stagnation. Fear of judgment. Do you worry about what others might think if you step out of line or try something different? This fear keeps so many people stuck, avoiding risks and living within the safe confines of what's expected. 5. Low self-worth. If you feel like you're not worthy of prioritizing your own happiness, that's a huge sign of the NPC mindset. This belief can lead to negative self-talk and self-sabotage, making it even harder to take control. Take a moment to reflect. Do any of these resonate with you? If they do, it's okay. Recognizing these traits is the first step toward change. But where does the NPC mindset come from? It's not something you wake up with one day. It's often the result of years of conditioning. Let's break this down. Social conditioning. From a young age, many of us are taught to follow the rules, fit in, and meet expectations. Think about it. How often were you encouraged to question authority or carve your own path? Behaviors that align with societal norms are usually rewarded, while those that deviate are discouraged. Over time, this teaches us to prioritize fitting in over being authentic. Cultural norms. In some cultures, the needs of the group are prioritized over individual desires. This can create a lot of pressure to conform. Even in more individualistic societies, success is often narrowly defined, and stepping outside those definitions can invite criticism. 3. Family dynamics. Parents and family play a huge role in shaping our mindset. If you grew up in an environment where obedience was rewarded and independence wasn't encouraged, you may have internalized the idea that your role is to follow, not lead. Maybe you've been told, "Don't rock the boat," or "Stay in your lane." These messages can stay with us well into adulthood. 4. Fear of failure. Many of us are taught that failure is something to avoid at all costs. But in reality, failure is a necessary part of growth. If you've been conditioned to fear failure, you might stick to the safe, predictable paths instead of taking risks that align with your true desires. These influences aren't inherently bad. They're often well-intentioned, but they can unintentionally stifle individuality and autonomy, pushing us into NPC mode. So, what happens if you stay in this mindset? The consequences can be far-reaching. On a personal level, you might feel unfulfilled, like something is missing. You might struggle with stress, anxiety, or even depression because you're not living authentically. Professionally, you could feel stuck, unable to advance because you're not pursuing roles or opportunities that excite you. In relationships, you might find it hard to set boundaries, leading to one-sided dynamics where you're always giving but rarely receiving. The good news? It doesn't have to stay this way. Recognizing the NPC mindset is the first step toward breaking free. Once you're aware of these patterns, you can start to challenge them. The goal is to shift from living reactively to living proactively, from following someone else's script to writing your own. Over the next several episodes, or chapters in your journey, we're going to dive deep into how to do this. We'll cover strategies like cultivating self-awareness to understand your true values and desires, setting boundaries that protect your time and energy, developing personal goals that light you up, taking empowered action, even in the face of fear, and maintaining momentum to keep building the life you truly want. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Small, consistent steps can lead to big changes. So, are you ready to break free from the NPC mindset? Are you ready to step into the role of the main character in your life? If so, this is just the beginning. Make the decision today to prioritize yourself, challenge the old scripts, and start living authentically. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on how to reclaim your life and embrace your main character energy. Let's rewrite your story together.